It's Sunday morning, another day, another project. Last night was amazing. Board games went really well, and I won the first game, which was really cool. And then I won the first game. Didn't play the second. I moderated, and I came in like last for Unstable Unicorns. Someone came in with a sneak victory. It was pretty impressive. We then get home on time, watch a little bit of TV, go to bed, and then this morning, drank too much. I ended up having some sugar, a decent amount, which I hate doing. It's one of the reasons I go to bed early is I know where my self-control ends. And after staying up late, playing video games, drinking and getting high, it's really hard to not just fall into that sugar. So this morning, I already feel the effects. I'm like, oh, it's Sunday. I've been doing so good. I don't need to, maybe today I'll need to do the daily reading. No one's really watching them. I think, all right, I'll just focus on Final Fantasy 11 thing. I don't have 11 set up where I can really start attacking the video content I want to create. I'm really excited. I think this is a prime time for me to really build just a side hustle and something fun around my favorite MMO, period, my favorite game. But thankfully, the habits of doing what you have to do before you want to do really kicked in. And I realized, no, you have to get your morning reading done. You have to get your quote post done. This is what your responsibility chart was made for. It wasn't made so that you could skip it after one bad day. It also reminds me why I always get a little worried about going out and having fun with friends late at night. The next morning, I'm not the same person. And it's so hard for me to move forward. And I don't believe this is true for everyone, but it's very, very accurate when it comes to ADHD. It can be a real problem. It was nice that I did what I needed to do. I got my morning reading done. I got my quote post done. And I'm going to get the rest of the items on that list done. Since I got those two done in the morning, I'm like, oh, sweet. I don't have anything to do. Caitlin is still asleep. Let's start playing around with 11 because I need to get it to look good. I need to figure out how I'm going to record it because a lot of the content I'm doing is one time and I can't really go back to show it again. So I really want to capture it then and there. If you capture it bad, then you can do it. It's an MMO. Playing with that and just trying to get it figured out, get it working. And Caitlin comes in, we have to get ready in an hour. She didn't say it like that, but that's how it feels. My brain will explode like, oh no, shit, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I have to do. And now I'm really worried because, fuck, I'm going to forget something. And then I'm going to have to deal with all the emotions of that. And I always can just say, okay, I'm not going to attach. However, I have only so much bandwidth. And I don't always want to spend that bandwidth not attaching to feelings. I would like to spend that bandwidth on other things like fucking random thoughts or focusing on my family or plotting or planning what I'm going to do next. And I have a bit of a freak out. Thankfully, she always does her best to try to help me. Sometimes the questions are hard because they're open-ended and my brain doesn't give me those. That's where the anxiety comes from. So we paused, we broke it down, and I realized okay, first look at the responsibility chart, wipe it off. It's a new week, it's fresh. And I wipe off the actual items. And that causes a micro freak out. That's fine, okay? Stop. I had to rewrite it, and then I had to check them off. And then when I realized, okay, this is what I have done and what I haven't done, she says the only thing I need to do is have myself dressed. And she's gonna pick out the clothes. So I realized I haven't done the opening blog. Here we are. And I need to meditate before we leave. At that point, I immediately stopped what I was doing. I was at a good stopping point for 11. At this point, I was recording with QuickTime to see how it would look, and I got to test it. It didn't grab audio, which is fine. It's just background music. There's other ways of capturing it, although I'm not trying to add additional steps. So I'm probably going to play with OBS a little bit more to see if it will get what I need. Yeah, so here I am. We're recording the opening part of the vlog. Next, we're going to Disney on Ice. I'm really excited about that. We're going to have a blast. I haven't gotten to go with Evelyn for the past couple of years, and it's just going to be a great time. When I get back, really, I think I'll have to do some Instagram posts. During the intermission, I might knock a couple out. I don't know. We just got back. Disney on Ice was so much fun. I had a blast. I'd never gotten to go with Evelyn, and she's gone every year with her mom and her grandma. And not being able to afford all of us to go, I love knowing that they get to go and have a great time. However, this year, we're in Utah, and I get to be the third person. And it was absolutely amazing. It was a really good time. The music, the ice skating. There was 2 follies, which no one noticed, but I got to watch them. It sucks for the person that fell over. However, for me, the thing about a live performance is that it is real. The mistakes do happen, and that's like a real good analogy for life. They get up and they keep skating. You know, they don't even acknowledge it because it's not part of the show. It's true professionalism, and I think it's awesome. I also managed to get all my Instagram posts done already. I got like 12 done on the ride there, and then I didn't finish them out on the way back, so I had to sit in the car and I just finished them. Now here I am recording the second part. It's gonna be fun to edit this thing together because I know when I look back at the other one, the recording before we left, the memory card was full and I had to make space before I could record again, and then it was time to leave. Life happens, so just keep moving forward. I managed to at least clear off the card and get it back, get that ready, so when I got home I could just start recording. I mean, really, besides the gym and really the blog post, which is what we're doing right now, I've gotten everything done. So I'm hoping that I'll get to start doing the videos for 11. I think these how-tos are going to be a lot of fun. I just have to start working on them. And all the other things come first, so that's been probably my biggest challenge right now. It's getting everything else done so I can work on the thing that I want to work on. Yeah, it's great knowing that I've got a couple of things that I really enjoy doing, and I've now at least put something out of my way that I want to do that's motivating me to get everything else done. I really do want to make a difference in the world. I really want to make a difference in my family's life, and I want to have enough free time to do all of it. Let's keep going. Next week should be interesting. Kate told me apparently it's Thanksgiving week, which gives you an idea how little I understand time. It's almost not part of me. I live in one day to another, and sometimes I'll know what week of the month it is, but I didn't know Thanksgiving was coming. It's hilarious. That means Evelyn will have 3 days off next week. I'm really curious to see if my responsibility chart gets filled out as thoroughly as it did last week. I'm gonna try my hardest. I can't just lie and fill in the boxes when I don't get them done. And that's probably the greatest challenge, knowing it'll be hard and knowing that it's possible that I'll fail. Still doing it and moving forward and going and going and going. So I have to end this video because I still haven't edited the one from yesterday. Again, this morning was hectic. Let's go. I'll talk to you guys in a bit. There should be hopefully one more act. I'd like to say I actually get it all done and get to play 11 and get those videos recorded. It'd be great.